Um, you pretty much just mentioned about the lessons that your parents taught you. So I'm guessing one of the first times that it was put to the test was when you decided you wanted to go to the US Naval Academy, but there were some obstacles along the way. Could you just speak on the process of getting appointed?
Yeah, you might call them obstacles. For those that may not know, you don't just apply to a service academy like you do to a normal college. There's a process whereby you have to get an appointment or a nomination, and there are limited places where they come from. So you can get an appointment or a nomination from your congressional representative. In my case, it was Albert Watson. Um, you can get an appointment from the two U.S. senators in your state. Mine were Olin D. Johnston and the legendary Strom Thurmond. And the three people in my congressional delegation made it very clear my senior year. They had humored me as I applied all the way from ninth grade, but my senior year, when it got serious, they all notified me that there was no way in the world they were going to appoint a black to the service, to any service academy. Although I think Albert Olin D. Johnston later offered me an appointment to the Merchant Marine Academy, which I said I really wasn't interested in. But everyone is also eligible at large for an appointment from the vice president. So I had been writing to Vice President Johnson for a couple of years, and he like others, I got a letter back saying, hey, it's too early. When you're a senior, write back and we'll talk about it. And my senior year, I remember it was November 22nd. My team had won the upper state championship in the black conference, and we were getting on the bus to go to Charleston, South Carolina to play Burke High School for the state championship. And we got on the bus, and my uncle was the team doctor. He was a physician, and we drove past my house and stopped and picked him up, and he got on the bus, and he's a jovial guy, but he got on and he was really somber and sort of red-eyed that day and didn't say a word. And as we were riding out of town, my dad asked him what was wrong, and he said the president's been assassinated. So we had all learned that President Kennedy had been assassinated. That was I tell people it was a really, really dark day for me, because not only had the country, had I lost my president, but I saw any opportunity to go to the Naval Academy evaporate, because now I wasn't eligible for an appointment from now President Lyndon Johnson. So this source of appointment that I had been nurturing went away instantly. Following in my mom and dad's teaching, though, that you never give up on anything, I pulled out pen and paper and I wrote a letter to the president, to President Johnson. And I said, hey, this is me. You and I have been talking for a while. I really, really, really want to go to the Naval Academy and I need your help. Never heard from the president, but within weeks, I got a visit from a Navy recruiter who said, I understand that you want to go to the Naval Academy, and let me help you through the process. And then within weeks, a retired federal judge came to my high school. President Johnson had selected Judge Bennett to travel around the country looking for young qualified black men that he could consider for input to the service academies. And I ended up getting an appointment from Congressman William Dawson in Chicago, Illinois. So although I grew up in South Carolina and that was my home, through the Naval Academy Candidate Guidance Office and I guess the work of the president, I ended up with an appointment to the Naval Academy from Congressman Dawson. And I ended up there in the class of 1968.